right, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Margaret Orr now for an update on the weather situation as nightfall approaches and as the temperatures drop. Margaret.
Temperatures are going down. Do you know we were freezing at noontime today at the airport? They're likely to be freezing until at least noontime tomorrow. That's a good 24 hours of freezing temperatures. Plus, we're going to have a hard freeze tonight with our lows on the South Shore, mainly low 20s, a few mid-20s, North Shore, teens to near 20 degrees. I mean, this is some serious cold weather. We can go to our exact live radar. Let me show you what's happening now. All across the North Shore, we're in the upper 20s, and here it's basically ice that we're getting. It's sleet, every now and then some snow. Along the Mississippi Gulf Coast, it's a real mess over here as well. I-10, gosh, you just don't want to be driving. In fact, you may not be able to. Ice pellets are being reported there, and the temperature at this time in the upper 20s. I've got some twit pics I want to show you from there in just a moment. Meanwhile, into the metro, we're near to the low 30s. The truth is we're not seeing a lot of precip right now. I'm going to show you a model in a moment, and it does show that we will have more moving back into the area. Look at these winds gusting to 32 at the lakefront, 30 over at the airport. That gives us wind chills in the teens. Baby, it is cold outside. So let me show you what it looks like in Gulfport. This is a great twit pic. Had to show you. Melissa sent this in, and she says it's mainly sleet. And it's covering the ground, just covering the ground. And then here we are in Kenner. That is ice on that car. And if you look off in the distance in the street, it's looking kind of icy too. That's why you can't be out on the roadways. And then look at this in Hammond, Shelday, I think that's, you say it, sent in icicles. So you got icicles in the trees. That means you got it on the wires. That means you got the potential for power outages because 1/2 inch of ice on a power line equals 500 pounds. That means your power lines can indeed come down. So the National Weather Service issued this yesterday. They were so right. Winter storm warning posted all across our area. And while there's not a hard freeze warning, that's included in this winter storm warning. We're going to have a hard freeze tonight. The cold fronts offshore, these are hard freeze warnings to the north and the winter storm warnings in pink. And do you see how there's precip all the way over into Texas, so we still have more moving our way. It's a lot colder right now than it was yesterday at this time. We knew that was going to happen. Upper 20s to the low 30s, even at Grand Isle, it's 35 degrees right now. Sleet still falling at the airport, even though we're beginning to see some of that precip diminishing, it's going to go back up. Winds are gusting 30, 32 miles per hour, so the wind chills right now, 15 is what it feels like inside out. Why do you want to be outside? 19 in Gulfport, 17 at the airport, 20 in Belle Chase, 18 over at Audubon Zoo, where they all ask for you. So here is a look at the forecast model. Snow over the northern portion of the North Shore in southwest Mississippi, freezing rain and sleet pretty much all across our area, and that precip along the coast. Watch as I put it into motion. And it shows the mess kind of moving out, right? Look to the west as our temperatures drop, and we see some more moving in. Remember, there's precipitation occurring all the way over into southeast Texas, and it's moving to the east-northeast. So we're going to have this moving across our area. Temperatures are going to be dropping lower than what's indicated because it initiated a little too high, but upper 20s to the low 30s right there at 10 o'clock as we go hour by hour. 11:30, we're near 30 to the low 30s. We still have some freezing rain and sleet moving across the South Shore. This is that mass that we saw in Texas. It's moving to the east-northeast, and look at how it's just kind of blanketing the South Shore as it then begins to push to the southeast going into the early morning hours. And then the temperatures drop as we go through the day tomorrow. Look at this. 10 o'clock, we're in the upper 20s to the low 30s. I mean, we are still below freezing. And then as we go into the afternoon hours, we see that our temps pop into the mid-30s. But get ready. We've got another potential hard freeze as we go into Thursday morning. North Shore, teens, South Shore, mainly in the low to the mid-20s. So we've got very cold weather for the next couple of days. And then we're going to have a warm-up. Look at this. Going into the forecast, Friday, mid-60s, slight chance of rain. This weekend, near 70 degrees. Still a chance of rain, though.
All right, Margaret, thanks for that.